What's up, everyone? Welcome to another edition of Tarun's Thoughts. My name's Tarun Shetty. These are my thoughts. Hope you guys are doing well. I'm doing fantastic. People, it's Saturday. I have a show tonight. Santa Monica. Who's coming? Nobody? Nobody's coming to the show, probably. I'm going, but I have no choice. Hey, I wanted to talk about reframing your thoughts. And this is just a basic thing, which, I mean, it's out there. If you read any books on psychology, it's there. But I believe everybody should have a system in life, like a default system of how you operate. I think everybody thinks differently, how they respond to things differently. For me, I don't have a job, so I'm constantly navigating my own thoughts. And many times I can be self-destructive, and I've got so many just paralyzing thoughts that come at me all the time. I've got to figure out a way to just neutralize the bad, and a big part of that is reframing things that happen. For instance, like this writer's strike right now, right? Like all the jobs are pretty much frozen, and I was like, well, how can I reframe this into, or see it from another position? And I was like, well, I can get back into shape. I can concentrate on my projects. I can, I can do so many other things and refocus. Pretty much what I was doing in Florida the past 2 years. I basically picked the worst time to come back to LA. Anyways, but you know what I'm saying? Like, there's different ways to like just see things, and I think if you can just see like the macro version of your problem, you can see it analytically and then figure out the good in it. Another instance was, I had surgery over the pandemic. Before I went to Florida, and I was actually bedridden on this couch in my living room for like a good month or two, and I reframed it like I'm just write every day, and I wrote this screenplay which opened up a lot of doors for me. But that would not have happened if I didn't reframe everything. Otherwise, I was so depressed. I mean, during the pandemic especially. I remember a girlfriend broke up with me, and I wrote like my first book, Laughing in Hell. Like, I just reframed that. I was like, I'm finally free, even though I was really kind of sad about the whole relationship thing. I have friends who pretty much like don't call me back or email me back because they're high up in the business. And I've reframed that thinking, well, I don't forget. I'm going to bounce back from everything in my life. Like, there's no question about that. And this is perfect because now I know who my real friends are. So I think reframing is a really powerful tool, especially if you're self-employed and you're constantly battling yourself. Like, you've got to figure out other ways to position it. For example, this stand-up thing right now, which I'm dealing with in LA. Like, it's incredibly frustrating when I'm trying to reframe this in my mind. Like, okay, this is great actually, because now I'm devoting a lot of time into other things which I was not spending time on. And that's going to open up massive doors for me. I have to believe that. Otherwise, man, thoughts are like quicksand. You start sinking, and then next thing you know, you're dead. I mean, it can just drown you so fast. So I don't know. Have a system. If that doesn't work for you, figure out your own thing. But Eckhart Tolle says there's no good or bad. Things just are, and I do think it's impossible to ignore bad emotions, right? Like, you're gonna feel frustrated, angry, whatever. And when that stuff happens, man, I mean, we're all human, but you got to figure out a way to just control that, because it's like a fire. If you don't catch the fire early, it can go out of control, and next thing you know, the whole forest is burning down. You know what I'm saying? This is like what I think, and I really believe it's helped me a lot, especially right now. I try to reframe everything. So with that said, I'm gonna reframe this day and get some work done. I hope you guys have a great weekend. We'll talk soon. Take care.